Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Chuck and Lisa Show. I'm Chuck Nellis, and we were just conversing before we came on the air. Hi, Miss Lisa. My
Hi.
beautiful bride. How are you? Oh, that's nice.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
I just want you to know I'm missing Jeopardy for this show.
I know everybody is.
Well, nobody's watching because they're all watching Jeopardy.
I know. It's too funny. Hi, Dersh. I hear Dersh in the background there.
Hey, what's up?
That's nice.
I need some of Chuck's meds tonight.
Daryl's here. Jerry Sipe is here. Good to see you guys. I know, a stranger.
Jerry.
Hello,
Man.
men. Hello,
Hi,
I was gonna say
Jerry.
boys. I said men.
How are you feeling, dude? I hope you're feeling better tonight.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised Jerry's here because he's so sick. It's awesome.
Yep, good dude.
Hope you're feeling better, brother.
So, we're going to do what we usually do here is not talk about politics, not usually talk about anything of consequence, and mostly just try to entertain you for an hour. That's our goal.
And we fail at everything.
Thanks. Oh, Durs, he's our Eeyore, in case you're new to the show.
What's that?
So, anybody got anything they want to talk about before the show that's totally show unrelated that's happened during the last week?
Oh, so yeah, you got to go to this website or this Twitter account.
Yeah.
Called Cat Dancing. Only has 2 G's on the end.
Yeah.
It's just dumb, but it's funny. You know, one of those ones you just like sit there and look at all of them. Basically, he takes
TikTok.
Sort of, but this is funny. He takes a video of a song, and then there's this cat like going like this.
Nice.
It's just always the same cat. Seriously,
the same bobbing.
Funny. It's funny. It looks like it would be really stupid.
What
but
is
I
it?
watched like Cat Dancing, but it has 2 G's on the end.
Where is it?
It's on Twitter.
Oh.
I don't go to that place.
Yeah. Well, I posted one.
They don't like my con there.
Yeah, it's funny though.
Yeah.
It's very funny. Like you could watch like 10 of them.
Cool.
It's dumb funny.
Dumb funny.
Dumb funny.
Kind of like watching Dumb Boy.
Kind of like watching Wheel of Fortune.
No. That's not dumb.
That's funny.
Yep. Let's see. What are we doing? You got anything, Dersh?
I'm tired.
He's tired.
I
just woke up. I took a nap
did
this
too.
afternoon. People are probably wondering if I died. I posted so little this afternoon.
Yeah. I haven't made your nap time today.
So the nap helped.
Yeah.
Almost
Did the
2
dog take a
hours.
nap with you?
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Muffin will lay down on the bed and sleep anytime.
She's a stuffing.
She's a stuffing muffin.
Both of my doggies do. I have and you know, our house, we keep it at like 72 degrees or colder.
Yeah, that's
I like
pretty cold.
I like to hang meat, you know, so we can store a lot
Well,
of
in
meat
Florida,
inside.
that's hard to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, my legs, because I'm diabetic, have poor blood, circulation. My legs get really cold, so I have a floor heater. And when I turn the floor heater on, the dogs come in. They fight over laying in front of it.
Oh yeah.
We've got one of those in our living room. It's nonstop. The cat wants it. The dog wants it.
Yeah, they usually end up laying like either on top of each other or side by side and go to sleep right in front of the heater.
And meanwhile, Dad doesn't get the heat.
Correct.
That figures.
It eventually comes out the dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. You get 2 dogs warmer. You know?
Yeah.
All right.
That's all about the children's.
Oh, yeah. We baby our pups, don't we?
Yeah, man.
All right. So let's talk about things that happened in the world today in history. King Charles II of England disbands Parliament. There's been a lot of kings that wanted to disband Parliament.
Good for him.
That was in 1679.
Was that the band or not the band Parliament? Gotcha.
1679, not 1979.
Okay.
What's the
Oh,
difference?
very good, Chuck.
What's the difference?
About 20 kings.
The 6 was upside down.
And queens.
6 was upside down. That's 9.
Was your mom there?
Every single time.
Oh yeah, his name was Charles. It was her husband.
I think my mother was born the year before Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. All right. In 1848, the California Gold Rush starts.
That's a long time ago.
1492. She was there.
Yeah, she was there. She likes gold.
Yeah, God, she likes gold. People always compared my mother to wanting to be like Linda Evans.
Yeah.
In Dynasty, put it that way.
Did she wear the shoulder pads?
I've been to the Dynasty house.
Have you?
Yeah. The set they use, the house that they use in the...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting where it sits because it looks nothing like what it does on TV, obviously. It's like they green screen.
Right. Right.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Just like the part where they, on Andy Griffith, where Andy and Opie are walking to the fishing hole.
Mm-hmm.
That's in California.
Yeah. Oh, well. Let's see. In 1922, Eskimo pie was invented. I want a pie!
By your mom!
Great year.
Stop.
Was your mom the taste tester?
I'm sure she bought one.
Do they make those anymore?
What?
I don't think they do.
Yeah, I think they do.
I think they only make Klondike bars.
No, their Eskimo pies are out there. They're hard to find, though. They're very, very hard to find.
Yeah, they're not as popular as
I
they
only
were.
see like 72 kinds of Klondike bars.
Yeah, I love Eskimo pies, though.
Yeah, they're good. Wonder how they got the first Eskimo to cook one.
Haha.
Oh, the Eskimo cooked it? I thought it was made out of Eskimos.
Ew.
Oh, now that ain't right. You just ain't right.
Solid Green is people!
Yeah.
Eskimo pies are too!
Well, that just blew my eardrums out. 1924, Petrograd, Russia is renamed Leningrad. St. Petersburg had become Petrograd in 1970. So it had a 7-year duration as Petrograd. So if you hear that on Jeopardy, that's what St.
First it was St. Petersburg, then it was Petrograd, now it's Leningrad. Is it still Leningrad?
It was... Huh?
Was it Petrograd, then St. Petersburg?
No, it's Petrograd, then Leningrad.
And now it's
then
St.
Petersburg?
Petersburg.
Ah, so move to Florida?
Yeah.
Okay.
The weather's a lot better there.
Okay.
Oh my God!
There is a St. Petersburg.
I don't want to go to Miami.
There is a St. Petersburg in Florida, right?
Yes,
Okay.
it's on the west coast, though. Opposite side from Miami.
Used to be a big party town.
Oh, I've been there. What the hell am I thinking?
Yeah, down below Tampa.
Yeah.
It's one of the nicest towns to visit in the state right now, in my opinion.
That's cool.
Well, this wasn't a good day.
We're going to Rockledge. That's where we're going, Dersh.
Yeah, I know Rockledge.
Yep, that's where we'll be. And you won't even be around, you big dummy.
He's not going to be there when we're there?
No, he's going to, like, one of
Tennessee?
those Europe trips or something.
Oh, right. Oh, fine. We'll use your house.
We promise.
We'll leave it fine when we go.
We have a place to stay. It's okay.
You have to babysit the dogs.
Yeah. Who is babysitting the dogs? Your kids?
Well, my daughter does it sometimes, and but we have another friend that's actually a former student, graduated like 10 years ago.
That's cool.
She comes in and sits with the dogs.
Very cool. In 2003, the United States Department of Homeland Security officially begins operation.
Oh boy.
No
politics.
You and I could talk about that on the next show if you like, Dershie.
I didn't have anything to do with that, so just shut up.
So you and I could talk about that on the next show if you like. Which is what show, Dershie?
Right side of something.
The right side of your headphones. That's what it's called.
He's the moderator of the right side of politics.
The right side of
that's the response he gives
The right side of your headphones. You have to put them on the right way.
I'm not allowed to do politics here, so I can't say it out loud.
You're allowed to say what the show is and post our link.
That's fine.
Silly bugger.
I don't want to get Lisa mad. I don't care about you, but Lisa, not so much.
I'm fine. I know what the name of your show is. I call it something else.
I bet you do. I don't want to know, but
look at the chat room. Look at the chat room. Hey, we have Joseph. Was it?
Hey, Joseph Ryland.
Hi.
Use baby oil. Yep. Good to see you guys. Please chat away. We used to have a grand old happy hour in there.
Yeah.
People used to talk about what drinks they're having and everything.
I'm having Bud Light Lime.
Ah, my meme maker. Good to see you. He's good. He's very good. All right. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Thank you, Daryl. I forgot to hit the like button.
In the year 76, Hadrian was born. The Roman Empire.
Yeah.
What was he famous for?
Dating your mom. Oh, no!
I can't get it straight. How about his wall? Hadrian's wall? We already established he was born in 1491.
Oh, well, I guess he wasn't. He dated your grandma. I don't know.
Oh, God. I have no idea who this person is.
Who?
In 1925, a woman named by the name of Maria Tallchief was born. She's a ballerina.
She's probably like the first Native American ballerina.
I know, that would be a terrible name to give an Indian girl, though.
Tallchief?
Tallchief.
That was just her name. You can't, like...
she heaped them tall.
Maybe her grandfather...
I'm kidding. I'm not deriding anyone.
Yeah, but it'd be worse if she was... What's her first name?
Maria.
If she was Maria Deer Poops and Forest.
That would be bad.
I wonder if anybody actually has that last
Probably. Oh, God. In 1949, a very funny dude was born and left us way too early.
Chuck? You were born?
John Belushi.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's only 10 years younger than our parents.
Yeah.
Our parents.
He's a dead guy.
He is dead. He's been dead for a long time.
Yep. He died way too young. In 1968, Mary Lou Retton was
5
born.
years old.
Mary Lou Retton was born.
That's cool. She's not a tall chief.
Definitely.
She's really
She's not
short.
a Deer Poops and Forest either.
Not that I know of.
She is puny munchkin. 1987, Luis Suarez, a Uruguayan footballer, was born.
You don't have to read the ones you don't know. There's
All
something
right.
you know about him?
Never heard of him.
Me neither. 1986, Misha Barton. Know her?
She was on some show, like one of those, the OC or something. I don't know. She's crazy now, though.
Well, that's the most interesting part of that whole thing.
What?
She's crazy.
Apparently, she's like really like not mentally correct.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
We're not gonna make fun of her, but she lost her crap.
Crap happens. You know what's pissing me off? I read this article last week.
That's what's pissing you off?
Oh, yeah.
That you read an article?
People are abandoning pets at airports.
Oh, I know. And not only there, but...
That's pissing me off.
Wait, why? Like
all over the place.
Like they're taking them to the airport and leaving them there?
They're taking them to the airport and just leaving them
They're not even like going on a trip or anything?
They're going on a trip and decide not to take the dog and dump the dog. Yeah. It's not just dogs, though. It's cats and iguanas and everything.
They found out how much it costs to ship an animal, and then they
just leave it there?
Yeah. How can you do that? You make a commitment to an animal like you can make one to your spouse. You know?
Unless it's an iguana, then you could just put it in the freezer.
Let's just freeze it until we get back.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be fine.
Will that work?
Probably.
Could you freeze an iguana
Don't let
while you
No.
went on the trip?
But
No.
I bet you can make him like at 50 degrees or something. He wouldn't move
Yeah,
around.
you got to get down to the 40s. You can't freeze it, but if you put it in the 40s, he ain't going to move very far.
Yeah, he'll just get stuck
That's
like
funny.
that.
He'll go into hibernation for 3 weeks.
This-
Hi, we're
all right,
back!
Please do not do anything that we talk about on this show.
Yeah, please.
No, we're seriously joking. We love our pets. In the past few weeks, 3 dogs and a tortoise arrived at various airports. How can you do that? First of all, if you don't plan on paying for your dog or pet or turtle to go on a plane,
All right, first of all, people leave their kids in their house sometimes when they go places,
Yeah, that's true.
like on vacation or whatever.
my parents used to do that with us a lot.
Well, that explains a lot.
Ha ha
Ha
ha!
ha ha.
You're silly.
But how old were you? Like 5?
No, the first one was like 14.
Well, that's okay. My parents did that
My
too.
sisters were like 12 and 11 or something.
You
like
were in
that.
charge?
You can't
Yeah.
do that anymore.
Did you have like a person you could call in case something happened?
Of course.
Who?
See,
My aunt, my
Yeah.
grandmother.
Yeah.
these days, if you have a 27-year-old kid living in your basement, you can't leave him alone. You get arrested.
We got an echo again.
I know. I hope they can't hear the echo I can hear because you sound like.
I hear no echo.
All right. Well, my thing's
fine.
off, right?
No, yours is off. Mine's off. He has those things happen. It sounds like I think he's doing special sound effects today
Oh.
to screw with me during the shows.
Oh, I got you.
I really do.
Like I need sound effects to screw with you.
And then
No,
your
it's
voice is
gone.
normal. See, that proves he was screwing with me.
me.
He's got special effects over there messing
Don't
with
break
me.
the stuff, Durish.
He's pushing buttons.
I
So
like
anyway-
pushing buttons.
If you have a pet, don't take it to the airport if you don't plan on paying to go. For God's sake.
And remember, pets are not Christmas gifts; they're commitments. They're
Or
not
Easter
birthday
gifts.
gifts; they're commitments.
Yeah. Right.
Joseph says that
I just said.
my sister will say it out loud.
My
So that other
sisters
people-
were babysitting when they were 12 to 13. I
Joseph
started
said
when
that.
I was 11, I think. Mostly because my mom would, like, tell people that I would babysit their kids.
When I was 13, my mom went to work.
You think
so-
that's a hint? She wanted me out of the house?
Yeah, then.
Or she just wanted me to make some money so I wouldn't bug her for stuff?
When you were 4, she was trying to ship you out.
Nuh-uh.
I'm kidding.
When I was 4,
Yeah.
she was trying to find another husband.
So she wanted you
She
out of the
didn't-
way.
No, she wasn't there most of the time.
I'm
She
kidding.
left us at our grandparents' house
I
on the weekends because she was working part of the time and going out looking for a husband
Right.
the other part of the time. And guess how that worked out?
How'd
She
that-
ended up working someplace where my stepfather worked. Perfect, right?
Things work out.
Things work out.
That's
We
funny.
didn't get married till I was 7, though. We just hung out in our house for a couple of years.
That happens.
Deadbeat. Just kidding.
You and I lived together for how many years before we got married?
We didn't have any little kids.
No.
That was confusing.
It was
And
bad.
what if they would have
We
broken
had a
up?
bunch of
See?
late teenagers who were hanging around the house after high school.
Oh, well, yeah.
Walk in the house and there's 8 kids in the living
Well-
room. It's like, okay.
Well, for one thing, we got an apartment
Yeah.
next to the high school
Well,
on
which was
purpose.
designed, yeah.
On purpose.
Yeah.
And also because it would take the Rottweiler.
Yeah. Well, it worked out
Yeah.
nicely.
Yeah, it was fine.
All right. So let's see. What are we doing? So
Nobody knows, Chuck.
right now, the beagle just came out of our dog.
I heard that.
This dog, the term Heinz 57, it ought to be stamped on the side
Oh my
of Muffin.
gosh. She's the muttliest mutt.
The muttlest of mutts. You can see 16 different dog breeds in her.
Well, we
if you
know
just
that.
look
They
for
did
a
her
while.
DNA.
I know, but you can see them. It's
I
like,
know, sometimes she looks like a chihuahua, that little pissed off face.
you know, the little pissed off chihuahua face.
Yeah.
And then you got
Then
bulldog, and
whatever
you've got,
Was that
that's
the
the
bulldog?
bulldog.
When her feet go like
oh
that?
yeah. It's funny.
And
she's got the muscular, and she's got the rear hinds of a Rottweiler. Of a pit bull.
She's a little itty bitty pitty.
She's an itty bitty pitty.
And sometimes she looks like a beagle.
She's a pithead.
She's a pit wawa beagle.
Hey, I hope you can post a video on the next one because I'm about to do the turkey story.
The what?
Turkey story.
Turkey. We got wild turkeys in our neighborhood. So cool.
Yeah. Well,
you know when they come out? It's so funny.
Yeah.
Our wild turkeys show up on Thanksgiving week, and they walk down the middle of the street like, "You can't touch me." Ha ha ha.
Oh, after Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving week. They're always in the middle of our streets.
Well, shouldn't you be standing out there with a 22 right about then?
They know they're protected. That's why they come out and they thumb their beak at us.
Yeah, okay. If I had just said to you, Lisa, there was an aggressive turkey on the streets of Raleigh, would you have thought it was this unruly man?
No, because nobody says turkey anymore.
Okay. Well, we're old, so we might.
I do.
So anyway, there's this turkey roaming the streets of Raleigh.
Oh, was that in Raleigh?
Yeah, in a trailer park.
Okay, I didn't know if it was in Raleigh or if just the news was from Raleigh.
No, it said it was in Raleigh.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's an ugly turkey.
That's an ugly turkey. And he's being aggressive with people.
What are they doing, squirting him?
So the neighborhood wants him to go away.
That's not in Raleigh. Those are like Pennsylvania license plates.
No.
I'm serious. Unless maybe they had guests.
Yeah.
And also there's snow. That's not Raleigh. Oh! See, look.
Okay, so that's not Raleigh.
But anyway, the turkey's an asshole.
Yep, an asshole turkey.
I would just shoot him with a BB gun.
They just spray it. Oh, that's mace.
Yeah?
She maced the turkey.
Well, yeah. That's funny. Why don't somebody just shoot it? I guess you're not allowed.
Don't shoot the turkeys.
That's an ugly ass turkey.
Yeah,
not that lady. The turkey.
Not the prettiest. So he attacks cars, sits on cars, craps on cars, undoubtedly.
You think turkeys poop as much as
probably
chickens?
Scares the hell out of the cat.
You think turkeys probably poop a lot like geese and chickens?
Oh God, could you imagine?
No.
Well, chickens
poop a lot.
Exactly. Now add it to the size of a turkey. Blech.
That boy's big enough to be a nice dinner.
No, no,
you know,
right?
that turkey's good enough size to break the law and shoot him with a 22 in Florida.
That's why I know it's not North Carolina, because somebody would have already eaten him.
He's a big boy.
Ah, that's funny. I like the frozen turkey idea.
Say it. If you read it, say it.
Oh.
You're on the air.
Yeah, but nobody listens to us.
What?
Maybe they will. You say it.
Joseph says, throw a frozen turkey at him. He'll wonder what that bird did and leave. It would be even funnier if you had like a bunch of little like Cornish hens and you could throw a whole bunch of them at him in case you didn't.
Like a snowball fight with turkeys.
Right. He apparently isn't afraid of snowballs or water or people.
Apparently not.
Chases cars. Well, I was listening to that while you guys were talking.
Yeah.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny though.
Pretty
yeah,
funny,
if it was in North Carolina, somebody already would have shot it, but not me.
Alrighty. You're going to love the picture of the next one, Dersh. A Virginia couple with 30 dogs. Could you imagine having 30 dogs? We've got 4.
If we had a farm.
Well, these guys have a...
it could live like...
Well, it's a 24-acre farm.
Well, yeah. If I would have a lot of dogs, if I had a farm and they mostly lived outside or like in a big dog hut. You know?
30 dogs.
Nice.
So anyway, a Virginia couple sharing their home with a pack of 30 dogs has revealed the reactions of people who visit them. Run!
I would be afraid if I died, the dogs would eat me before anybody
probably
knew.
Eat you very fast.
Yeah.
Dang. And they're not little dogs either.
They could eat you. Or if they just got pissed at you.
Whoa.
30 different breeds ranging from Chihuahuas to Dobermans.
It looks like there's a Weimaraner in there.
Yeah, there is. And a sheepdog.
And Irish Setter. I think they have one of each.
Looks
Irish
like it.
That's what I
Setter, Weimaraner, or
I think they have one of each.
2 Weimaraners. One on each
A
side
little-
on the
a
top.
little Cairn Terrier, maybe.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Weimaraners are nuts. We had to
30
babysit one
Freaking dogs.
time, and it ate like a whole ham off our counter. It was kind of like Christmas Story.
I was just thinking that. Could you imagine having 30 dogs?
No.
You go for a walk, and they got geese too.
Oh, well then you know what? Their shoes would just have poop on them all the time.
They'd have to.
Or I'd walk around with cleats, maybe.
Yeah. All right, some of the couple's breeds include Great Pyrenees, Newfoundland, English Mastiff, Belgian
I see that.
Malinois,
Yeah,
Weimaraner, Pomeranian, Border Collie. I saw the border.
yeah.
Vizsla, Yorkie, and a French Bulldog.
They got one of each.
Dang. How's a pack of
That's what
dogs
they
ends up being
don't
like
have,
that?
though.
They must have bought them each individually.
They don't have any doodles.
Then they're all going to shed
Poodle,
pretty
doodle.
much.
No, I'm saying they don't need to have any. Those are little barky dogs.
Yeah.
Or big barky dogs.
See, they got little barky dogs. They got a Yorkie and a
Yeah, but
Pomeranian.
Poodles are
and-
like, they're nuts.
doodles
My mom
are.
had a
Are you showing the picture of the dogs?
Yeah, the doodles are
Oh,
nasty,
my
man. I hate
My
doodles.
Oh,
mom-
there they are.
My mom had a poodle,
Yeah.
and that a full.
Sorry, Judy, if you're listening.
Well, no, my mom had. Well, she probably didn't train it either. But my mom had a poodle, and it saw the mailman outside, and it jumped through the window. They're just like they're.
What do they do to entertain those dogs? Throw a cat in the middle of them?
Well, look, the cats are all
Maybe
sitting
they-
there, too.
Maybe they chased geese.
See the cat sitting on the table?
Yeah.
It's so funny. Oh, no, that's another dog on the lap.
Yeah, that's a little yappy dog.
That's just crazy. That's just crazy dog right
I'm
there.
sure there's people that have more than 30 dogs.
Yeah. Oh, I know, but that's a lot of dogs.
Yes, it is, Chuck.
4 is more than enough for us.
26 more than we have.
Thank you, Miss Math.
You're welcome.
We would never have known that without you.
Some people wouldn't have.
That's true.
Not our listeners or our watchers, but some other people.
They
People
got a little
like-
you got a little Shih Tzu. The only problem I have with Shih Tzus is I can't ever tell which side's the face and which side's the other, not the face.
People like Florida men. Right, Lace? How's
What?
that for a lead in? People like Florida men.
Florida man can't tell the difference.
Florida man.
Let's start with a Florida man story. Dershey lives in Florida. So
he's not Florida man.
He's not Florida man. He's the un-Florida
That we know
man
of.
that we know of. Breaking news. Dersh is eaten by an alligator. He goes to pet it.
You wouldn't be surprised how many times that
I
happens
know.
around here.
I know. Florida man injured when falling iguana smacks him in the face during yoga class.
Yeah, it happens. They have to tell people about that in Key West. when
Pop
it
that
gets
picture
cold.
up there, buddy.
Working on it. All right.
Alrighty.
Yes, sir.
So, there's not really too much to tell except for that.
Where was he in Florida?
He was in Legion Park in Upper East Side neighborhood of Miami.
Miami. Yeah, you don't normally expect the
Falling
iguanas to
iguanas
fall
in
out
Miami.
Miami.
Well, that's where they all live. I mean, they don't go much further north than.
Well, yeah, but they live in Key West too.
Yeah, right.
South of
Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
I know
maybe.
that. I
They're-
know that. Really?
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 You mean we didn't drive 3 hours down there
I know.
just because it wasn't south of Miami?
Exactly. That was a fun drive.
Oh, God.
Yeah. They can't survive much further north than Fort Lauderdale or.
Unless
No.
they live in your house like mine did.
Guy's doing some, I could just see it now, some guy's doing some yoga move and thump.
I wonder where it fell on him, though.
Well,
Well, hopefully his head.
Maybe it fell on his butt or his privates, or I don't know how you do
Oh, it
that.
hit him on his face.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
Yeah,
That's
it
it.
said it
Left
does.
bleeding and bruised.
Ow.
I mean, they're not exactly tiny, some of them.
No, they
How
get
big they
big.
get?
They can get
Oh,
like
the one that was
4
in
or 5 feet
the
long.
one that we had,
big.
this was its body,
Right.
and then the tail was like another. So it was
Right.
like that.
Crazy.
And that
So-
was the one that lived in our house.
Well, that can mess up your face if
Oh,
it fell
that
on
could
it.
break your nose, break your eye socket,
All right.
probably give you a concussion, depending on how frozen it was, I guess.
I don't know if I told you guys this, but the funniest iguana story I've ever heard is some idiot when it froze about 10 years ago now down in South Florida, and the iguanas were all falling out and they were all laid on the ground, and some dude decided he was going to get them and then sell them, right?
Yeah, 'cause people eat them.
Yeah,
Also.
he collects about a dozen or so. Of course, they're out cold because it's freezing. Then he throws them in the back of his car.
Oh, jeez.
Then they warm up.
Then they warmed up because he had the heater on in his car, and he was attacked by all these iguana while he was
my
driving
God.
down the road, and they ripped that dude to shreds. I mean, their
they're-
nails
yeah,
are just
I know.
bad.
I was always scared of the one we had because
Mizzy Sprinkles butt.
What?
I'm just here to smash that like button for Chuck and Lisa. God bless.
Oh,
I'll
well,
be
thank
seeing
you.
you on Gap. Good to see you.
thank you.
Hey, Dersh, while I'm thinking about it, please do put up our link for the right
Oh,
side.
Already there.
Oh, you
my
already.
camera
Wow!
real quick.
Scroll up, guys, and you'll see the link for the right
Yeah,
By
side.
the way,
it's pinned to the top.
my camera real quick because I look like what's his name?
John Belushi.
No. No, what was the guy's name on the Coke commercial?
Oh, Max Headroom.
Max Headroom. I was all pixelated.
Oh no, you look good now.
Yeah. I
So the
fixed it.
moral of this story is don't do yoga under a tree when it's cold in Miami.
And don't put cold iguanas in your car and then turn on the heat.
That too. We have two morals to that story.
Oh wait, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
So, Dersh, in relation to your story, did you hear about the guy that was trying to kill the pig?
No.
Like, I don't think it was in Asia, but I'm not sure. But he was literally trying to butcher this pig, and they knock him out.
Right.
Yeah.
But they just give him temporary whatever. And he had the knife in his hand, and the pig woke up, and he jumped up and made the guy stab his own self with the knife, and he killed him.
Pig
Jeez.
kills butcher.
Yep. I guess that's
That's why
That's
you
different.
make sure they're dead.
yeah.
Not to be undone by Florida men with falling iguanas. The next story, Florida woman told cops crack pipe found during strip search was a sex toy.
Yeah. Was it up somewhere?
It was up her And when you see her picture, you'll just get an even more. Ugh.
I see an Asian dude.
Camilla Ann Maines, 57, was taken into custody
I only see
in
an Asian
Clearwater.
dude.
Scroll down.
I am scrolling down.
Her picture.
I can't scroll
Her picture
anywhere.
is right below the Asian dude video.
Oh, lordy. That is
I'm getting-
scary.
Yep, in Clearwater, Florida, after she
He's got a
failed to
hickey,
show up.
though.
I know, I was going to mention that. Failed up to show for shoplifting charges. Well, it's like one of our tenants.
Oh yes. We don't have any more. Yay! Thank you, Jesus.
I bet you the cops were wearing rubber gloves when they removed said object.
I hope so, or at least a condom on their finger.
So they did a body scan and they found an anomaly in her genital area.
Is that what they call it now?
Uh-huh.
I found an anomaly.
When they conducted a strip search of the subject, they found a glass crack pipe which was protruding from the defendant's vagina.
Ow!
Maine then allegedly removed the contraband from her cavity and intentionally threw it on the ground and stepped on it
At
in
least
an
it
effort to destroy
didn't. At
evidence.
least it didn't break while it was in there, because that would be
That would
ugly.
be bad. Then she tried to explain that the object was actually a sex toy, despite the fact that it was consistent with pipe commonly used for smoking crack, and it covered with burnt marks.
She was confused.
She had a really hot
Crack pipe.
Crack.
She put wrong crack.
right.
She was just confused.
She was charged with possessing contraband in a county detention facility and tampering with evidence in connection with an incident. And she was held behind bars after failing to post $3,500 bond.
Oh no.
Florida woman.
Oh no.
That outdoes the guy with the
Iguana? Well, he didn't do it on purpose.
I know. We have fun. Like I said, the show has nothing to do about politics, but I guarantee you won't hear these stories on mainstream media either.
Nope.
Next story. Florida man dubbed pooping perpetrator.
This is so wrong.
Sought by police for break-in.
So wrong. And what did he do besides poop?
He pooped on a suspect.
What?
No, he climbed
No.
through. Around 2:30 a.m., January 21st, a man was caught on surveillance and broke into Joe's Crab Shack in Fort Myers, Florida.
Joe's Crab Shack is awesome. It's a good place
Yeah,
to
we
eat.
had one, but it closed.
He allegedly climbed through a small window that he broke prior to stealing multiple items, including alcohol, and defecating on the floor prior to leaving.
Uh-oh. No, maybe.
He also stole a Joe's Crab Shack hat off the shelf and wore it as he walked around the restaurant.
I think they probably don't want it back now.
No. So that's your poopatrator.
Ah!
But bump.
People are crazy,
Yes, they are.
and we celebrate them every week. Let's see.
Of course that
What's
happened in
anybody
Florida.
saying? Of course. Where else would it happen?
North Carolina.
Let's get a little class into this place just for a moment.
Can we?
First time for everything.
It's almost not possible after the poopatrator and the lady with the crack pipe. I mean, reasonably speaking, the guy with the iguana sounds like the sanest of the three.
They need to get together and make a restaurant called Joe's Crack Shack.
There you go.
Right?
Exactly. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Artwork found in shed covered in bird droppings turns out to be an early Van Dyke, now at auction for $3 million.
Wow.
Cool.
Pretty good. An oil sketch.
Well, yeah, and
$3 million.
I kind of read that a little bit. So some old man was trying to buy up old, like he thought it was a Van Dyke when he bought it, but he wasn't sure, and
Right.
he bought it for like $600.
Right.
And then I don't know, he showed it around, but then he died, so that's why it was in the shed with bird poop on it.
It was found discarded in a farmyard.
In a barn thing,
Well,
wasn't
they
it?
said a farm.
I thought it.
Discarded in a farm shed.
Yeah,
sorry.
because otherwise it would
Covered
have
in
been
poop-
all rotten
poop
and
droppings.
stuff.
Bought on a hunch for $600 in 2002 from an estate auction. That was
Yeah, but the guy died. The guy died that bought it
well, yeah,
because he was like 100.
but his family got it.
Maybe.
He was 87. He exhibited the painting in 2019.
Yeah, so he's dead.
Now deceased. It's going to be sold at Sotheby's.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
They'll
Very
take a
good
big
auction.
chunk of that.
That's amazing.
10%.
This is a great movie.
It's more like 18 now.
Cut 10% customary.
There's a great movie that I
Have
recommend.
you checked Meekum lately?
Make them 10%.
I thought it was 18%.
No, they were just talking about 10%.
Well, for goods, it's more like 15 to 18 now. For regular, not things that aren't cars.
Several people over the years show the next one, Bursch. Several people over the years have mentioned that at O'Reilly Auto Parts you can buy there's an object in their catalog that is unearthly.
Flux
Yeah, you could
capacitor.
say, isn't that funny? It's really though when you type it in, it's on their
It's
website.
part number 121G,
Yep.
and they have a flux capacitor.
That's funny right there.
It says on there, this item is not available for purchase. It's a joke. But it's a pretty
still
damn
funny.
good
It's
joke.
still funny, yeah.
I'd like one just to put in my car, just for the heck of it, just to be funny.
Oh, it's pretty dang hip.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Joseph says, I thought we've been in class the whole time. Well, sort of. We do teach you stuff, but it's not nothing you really want to take to your teachers and say, look what I learned. Guy got hit by an iguana. Woman had a thing up her. And another guy took a poop in her crab shack.
Now we need to find a lady that put an iguana up there.
Oh, God. And then it defrosted.
And then he bit a guy at Joe's Crab Shack.
Who was pooping on the floor?
Ew!
Exactly. So anyway, get your flux capacitor here. I thought that was weird.
I
Hey,
want one.
Dersh, line up your three. Well, they aren't three questions. What are they?
It's we're doing buy, sell, or hold tonight.
Buy, sell, or hold.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, okay, go ahead. Rock and roll, dude.
Hang on, I was in the middle of doing something else, and then you're like, "Dersh, do something I'm not ready. You're not ready to do right now. Just do
Isn't
it."
That's
he
why-
bossy?
That's why I'm the director. I direct,
he's
and
not-
you're the producer. You produce.
He's so bossy.
He is. I'm telling
I
you.
know.
That's why I see why you guys shut up, Chuck, all the time. Because
He's so bossy.
all right, here we go. We're going to do a
It's not
segment.
like we're doing a short thing, and I'm like,
Yeah. All right, this segment is called Buy, Sell, or Hold, and what that is I'm going to give Chuck and Lisa some statements, and they can either buy it, meaning that they agree with it or think it's possible, sell it, which means they don't believe it will happen, or they don't think it'll ever happen, or whatever, or hold it. You can have one hold per show, but if you hold for any reason other than Dersh, that is the dumbest question that I've ever heard, and if I answer it, my IQ will fall 50 points. If you hold for any other reason, you'll have to watch.
and if you hold it for too long, you're playing with yourself.
You'll have to watch Days of Thunder sitting on the couch in between Kyle Busch and his wife.
I can do that.
Eh.
I can do
Is
that.
it my couch or their couch?
Their couch, in between them.
Ew. Ew.
You have to be in between them on
Got
their couch.
plastic
But
covering
can
it.
you laugh every time they say rowdy?
Yeah.
You
All
have
right.
to drink every time they say rowdy.
Ah.
All right, so here is number one. Question one, statement one, whatever you want to do it.
How many are there? Just so I know.
I'm just going to do 3 or 4. So,
Three.
4.
yeah.
You said
they're-
4.
Oh, 4?
they're quick. I've got 4 of them, but we'll see how long it takes to get through this. So.
I just
You ought to
need-
still ought to do the where are you, what are you,
Well, that's
what the
next
hell
week.
are we doing?
Next week.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right, so number one, Jimmy Johnson is making a comeback after
Yes. In NASCAR.
after being shut out his last couple of years. Jimmy Johnson will win a race this season in the '84 car. By Sal Hall.
Absolutely.
So,
No.
I don't think he stands a chance.
One race?
An untested car, a guy that hasn't raced in Cup for 2 years,
I think.
and he hadn't won for the last 2 years he was
But he
racing.
never drove this car.
And even more reason he's not going to win it.
Yeah, but I mean, she means the new car.
This
I bet he
particular-
has.
This.
Oh,
Well,
I bet
he
he's
has.
driven it at this point.
But he hasn't
Yeah.
in a race.
Right.
Right.
So Lisa,
I think
you say what?
I'm gonna keep whatever that
You're
is.
going to
Bye.
buy?
Bye.
All right, I'm selling.
I don't misunderestimate him.
Yeah. What do you say, Durst?
I'm going to buy just because if he came back prior to this new car, I would totally sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the parity of this new car
This car is crazy.
is just nuts, and he is still a skilled driver.
Last year was the greatest year in NASCAR, and I've been watching
maybe
it since
he just needs
1967.
smart glasses
that
like
new car
Joey
makes
Logano.
all the difference.
Right. All right. So number
Just
2.
needs
So
glasses.
we got a buy and a sell out of that one. All right. So the next one is last year Ryan Blaney got shut out, and yes, and
All-Star race.
so the next one is Ryan Blaney will not only win one race, but he'll win 3 or more races this season
Yeah.
and be in the
Yes.
final 4.
I buy
Yes. Mothers for Blaney, dogs for Blaney, cats for Blaney.
that. Chucks.
That was the best commercial. Did you see any of that All Stars or voting for most
Yeah.
popular driver? Yeah. That was funny. Yes.
Well, he's number
I said
2.
Yes. That's because
Number 1 is Chase,
It's
and
because cats and dogs can't vote. They wanted to.
All right. So Lisa, you're buying.
Absolutely.
bye. You say bye. Hey, bye.
Bye. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like
Oh.
a song.
He's just like a Backstreet Boy. Or,
I
no,
tell you
that's
what,
Instinct, sorry.
if he had Kyle Busch's pit crew, I think he could win 5 or 6 races. Because he's not the reason that he didn't win last season.
Right.
It was his pit crew that just screwed him.
He was usually on the lead when he came in.
That's right. And then he comes out in 6th.
Yeah.
It happened so many times last year.
They made him shave off
That
his
sounds
beard
like Days
already,
of Thunder.
by the way.
Yeah.
What?
They made him Penske-ized again.
He shaved him.
They do that
because
every year.
they do it for the promos.
Right. Penske official cover
Yeah.
shots and all that.
I don't like it.
Just
All
Photoshop
right.
it.
So we
All
got
right, number 3.
So we got buys on that one. All right, number 3 is the big 3. We consider the big 3 being Hendrick, Penske, and Joe Gibbs, right?
Yep.
Big 3 teams. Someone outside the big 3 will win the Daytona 500.
Yes.
People say it might be Jimmy.
I say it could be Kyle.
So wouldn't that be fun?
Uh-huh. And wrecking
about Bradsky?
wrecking the 54 car on the last lap.
Bradsky.
Actually, I'm going to change this because I didn't think about that.
Bredesen!
Now that Bush is at over at
Childress.
RCR. I'm gonna make this a big 4. So someone outside the big 4 will win because I think Kyle Busch is going to win several races this year for
you know who I'd love to see win it? Suarez.
Oh gosh, well that's. I think they're a big team
Or
now. Though.
No, they're not. They're not.
Okay.
They're a second-year team.
So
it's funny they're
third
considered
year.
one.
This will be their 3rd year.
Yeah.
We've already. So Durst, did you see that thing that NASCAR and NBC posted where it said what team would you drive for?
No.
And they listed all the teams, but they didn't list Wood Brothers.
Oh, really?
Like all the bigger teams.
Yeah.
And Wood Brothers posted back, what channel would you watch? And they posted all of the networks except for NBC. Yeah, you gotta find so funny.
That's awesome.
Excellent. That's excellent.
Legend Leonard Wood touched my wife's butt. She's proud of it.
Yeah.
Well,
She hasn't washed it since.
oh my God.
Wondered what that
That's
smell
not
was.
true.
All right, so at least we got a buy on that. Someone other than the big 4 is going to win. Buy, sell, or hold.
Yes. Yes,
Yep.
I believe
Chuck?
so.
Oh, yes.
Daytona.
All right, I'm going to sell on that one.
You know what? I'd like to
It
see
could
the
be,
21 car win.
Oh, I would too,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's not going to win until they get a driver.
It could be
Any car can literally win
Absolutely.
the Daytona 500.
Do you know how
There's
many
no
people
question
are trying
about
to try to qualify for Daytona?
Yeah, like 60 cars. This new car is a game changer.
It
All right.
absolutely is. All right, and number 4, the last one.
Number 4. Uh-huh.
All right, buy, sell, or hold on. None of the previous champions of the last 10 years will win this season's championship.
Championship?
No.
No, because it's going to be Blaney.
Or Bush
Blaney. No, you can't count Bush. He was a champion.
in the last 10 years.
You can't count him.
None of the last 10.
Oh, they couldn't have been the champion in the last 10 years? Well, it's not going to be Harvick. It's not going to be whoever. Oh, Denny. Yeah,
I don't think
agree.
Joey will repeat.
It'll be a new.
I don't
It'll be
think
a
Joey
newer
will
one.
repeat, yeah.
It'll be a newer one, I think. I don't see Joey going back to back. If he does, my goodness.
Let me guess, it'll be Bubba.
If anybody goes
Yeah.
back to back in this car, they're doing something special. Cause
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
Yes.
I actually
All
think I actually think we might have 4 different drivers in the Final Four this year.
Yeah.
I think it's
Hey.
just as much of a chance.
Yeah.
You heard about, of course, everybody's heard about Ross Chastain's stripe on the wall at Martinsville.
Yeah.
That amazing last lap.
They're gonna
Pass.
leave it up until the race.
They're going to leave that stripe there until the weekend of the race.
We're gonna go up there
Nice.
and like.
So
I
you
think
can
we're
go
gonna
up there anytime
I
you
think we're
want
gonna go
and
up
go
there in
check
like
it
a
out,
couple
walk
weeks.
around and look at it.
Want to do that?
Yeah.
We're gonna go up there in a couple
That's
weeks.
cool.
We were there when it happened, so
Yeah.
That's really cool.
that's... All right, what's the over and under? How many times does Fox Sports show that pass?
Oh God.
The weekend of, well, first of all,
First, I think they're gonna show it at the beginning of every thing.
race ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just like they used to show.
Yeah, that's
cars
gonna be-
flying
that's
up
gonna be a
into
s-
the-
That's going to be a
Yeah.
stock package, absolutely. It's
Yeah.
like like that guy flying off the edge of the ski jump.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
like Wide World of Sports.
Wide
Absolutely.
World Sports.
White World of Sports.
That guy's the only thing he's famous for in his whole life is being wrecked on the ski jump.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, that's
Yep.
the end of the buy, sell, and hold. Thank you very
That's
much,
cool.
Bruce. Lady.
Cool. Did I buy everything? I think I did.
I think you bought everything.
Oh, that's a surprise.
No, what was the last one was?
Daytona.
Oh, Daytona. Yeah. I sold one.
Yeah.
Yep. No holds.
Cool.
No holds barred. So, 12 days, 0 hours, and 21 minutes until the Clash at the
Clash?
Coliseum.
Seems like forever.
So we have 2 more weekends.
So it's going to start at
2 more weekends.
8 o'clock.
2 more weekends.
2 more weeks.
Well, this Sunday we're going to see cats.
Meow.
No, not those cats.
I know.
Human cats.
When did that play come out?
What,
Oh, I know
70s?
exactly when. No,
Or the
I know
80s?
exactly when.
When?
We saw it when it first went off Broadway.
Who did?
While my
Not me.
while Ryan was still a bun in the oven.
Oh,
So it was
Ryan's-
1992.
Ryan's your baby mommy.
Baby mama. Yep. So that was shoot 30 years ago.
Yeah. Cool.
Pretty cool. It'll be fun to see it again. Actually,
Yeah, I've never seen it.
the baby mama didn't know that the cats came up the aisle and meowed
I don't
and stuff in
tell
front of
me
you.
stuff. What do
You
you?
never
I've
heard
never
that.
seen it.
You've never
You
heard
just
that.
spoiled it.
Yeah, I spoiled.
Damn! You're such a jerk.
I spoiled.
I didn't know that.
Chuck,
Oh my god.
shut up, Chuck. There you go, Lisa.
Stop it.
The,
No.
well,
Don't.
the point
no,
was that
no,
it scared the
no.
living criminy
Well,
out
maybe
of
that's
someone.
what's wrong with your kid. I'm just kidding. Don't tell me stuff.
Oh my god. In 30 years, you never heard that about the play.
No, stop it.
No, that's all I'm going to tell you.
That's like somebody that never saw Star Wars and.
I won't tell you
and
about
like-
how they make you go on stage.
No. No. I won't tell people how you're going to be the litter box. Stop it. Don't ruin the play for me. Damn.
Dream come true for Travis Pastrana to enter the Daytona 500.
That's like
So
if
he
I
is
never
in now.
saw Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, but doesn't he have to qualify because he's not in a
Yeah, he has
starter
to
car?
qualify.
Yeah, I mean, but he's got his shot.
He has to qualify.
Not gonna miss my shot. Right?
Why don't you just tell people Hamilton dies? Oh
Yeah,
wait,
like that.
oh wait, everybody knew.
Dang, Lisa, I didn't see that play. You ruined it for me now.
That- No, that's different because that's history. Cats is cats. Okay, we're sitting way up here, so they're not going to come up and scare us.
Oh darn! I was in like
Just don't brag.
fourth row.
Well, good
Just
for
bring
you.
just bring some catnip with you. They'll come up.
All right,
I could bring some catnip though.
they're not going to like lick their butts or anything, right? cats?
If they
they
did,
preen
that'd be
their-
very. If
they
they
preen
did,
their
it'd be
hair.
very impressive.
Yeah.
I'd be very impressed with them
Don't-
if they did.
Don't ruin any more of
All
it
right.
for me.
Shush. Boot Barn renews its sponsorship of Front Row Motorsports.
There's one of those in Burlington,
Yes,
right
there
next
is.
to the Five Below, right next to the Dick's Sporting Goods, and right next to the BJ's Wholesale Club.
Dicks and BJ's next to the.
They're always, aren't they
Isn't that
always?
always? Yeah, they are so often. I think it's a joke.
I think they
between
do
them.
it on
I really think it must be because they are here too.
They're always in the same place.
Yeah, that's funny.
Dicks and BJ. Well, they do go
Well,
together.
boys are stupid.
Girls are stupid to do them
But
then.
you know what? Well, we got no choice.
It's like why people climb a mountain.
That's like that,
Because it's there.
it's that or a crack pipe.
Ah,
This show, I'd say it's gone to the dogs, but
we started there.
Gone to the cats.
we
apparently.
started there. We're much lower than that by now.
We have such fun doing this, guys. We just go on it. We just talk. NASCAR detects next gen updates at Phoenix.
When can we
race.
stop
What are they
calling
gonna-
it that?
What are they gonna? I know it was the first car 20 years ago with next
If
gen.
if we're using it now,
15 years ago.
it's not next gen.
Right.
It's
Right.
It's,
So
it's
the car,
current. It's current gen
current car.
car.
This
They're
I
gonna
gen.
say-
like that. Let's just call it gen.
They're going to test the updates to the current car at Phoenix. How are they going to do that? They're going to back ass into a wall? The biggest update on that car was fixing the rear end so drivers stop getting concussions.
I don't know. Maybe they'll just.
I'm
send
sure their
somebody
wind
else that
tunnel-
already has a concussion.
I'm sure their wind tunnel tested that.
Who drives the 3 car? Dylan, we need you to run this car as
that's-
fast as you can, then go ass backward into the
He
wall.
doesn't have a concussion, does he?
If anybody could do it, Dylan could do it.
I know. He's dumb
Maybe-
enough.
or-
If you've
That's
seen
the way
his
he
TV show, you know he's dumb enough.
or
That's the way he normally drives anyway. So
get his brother because he's not doing anything.
Nobody wants to give him a ride anyway. Sounds like the Mikey commercial. Team's optimistic about deal with NASCAR and TV rights revenue.
Oh yeah, that's up for renewal. That's going to be weird because apparently a whole bunch of stuff is going to be on streaming.
It's all right. We have streaming.
Well, I know. I'm fine. We'll
But people
we'll watch
who
it.
still watch on TV are kind of screwed.
Nah, they'll figure it out.
But they have great radio broadcasts.
They do.
They really do.
You
I
can
think
figure out where to watch stuff.
I think we get to a point where you're going to be able to really smorgasbord what you watch. You know, right now, like we pay for DirecTV, and I've got 800 channels, and I watch like 10 of them.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I'd much rather be able to just pick and choose the channels that I want to watch. But the other problem is you can't record. It's really expensive right now to buy, data space to record like streaming shows. So they make that cheaper,
Right.
But
That's cool.
hope we get there.
All right, last thing before we go. Guess who's favorite to win the Cup Series championship? Every single year since he's been up.
Chase.
Me.
Chase.
Elliott,
Me.
not Briscoe.
Not you.
Or Durst. Or
Me.
Duff.
You can't even drive out of your driveway.
I got a Mustang. I got a Mustang.
You do have a
Pick
Mustang.
me.
Hey, Chuck, we got one more thing.
What?
We are doing NASCAR Fantasy again this year. We had
yes,
a lot of fun
we are.
last year.
Please play with
And,
us.
Lisa.
Not like that.
Talk fast. We got to get out of here.
Anyway, yeah, so we have Jerry, who's out there in the audience, who plays with us, who won, 2 years ago. We need more people to come join us. It's a lot of fun.
Need more people to beat up on.
You
him.
don't really need to know a whole lot about NASCAR.
No, you don't.
If you do, that's fantastic. If you don't, just listen to the show and you'll find out all you need to
But
know.
you only have to do something like once a week.
Anyway, Chuck is out there.
A couple quick facts before we leave from Joseph. Vinko Bojatov was the Wide World of Sports jumper. He saw the Cats off Broadway in the 90s. That's when I saw it.
Cool.
And we should have a Hello Kitty store on the other side.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, If you
Yes.
are interested in joining our NASCAR Fantasy League, contact Chuck on any or myself on any of the social media sites that are out there.
And remind me, and I'll do a post or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, please
Without-
do.
Not Twitter. You get Lisa on Twitter. If you're on Twitter,
Yeah.
you can contact
You won't
Lisa.
get Lisa on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
You
You
don't
can
talk
ask
to
me.
anyone.
So,
I
Anyway.
talked to Kenny Wallace.
You did talk to Kenny today.
yeah, come
So-
join us. It's a lot of fun. It really is.
Lisa, have you got anything to add to the end of the show?
Shut up, Chuck.
Thank you very much. Dershie, do you have anything you'd like to add to the end of the show?
Get off my lawn!
Thank you very much.
You're
I'll
welcome.
stay off your lawn. And good night, y'all.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye
Thank you
bye.
for joining us.
We are.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Sayonara. Also Las
Just say
Vegas. Get out of here. We're done.
I gotta go to the
Oy
weekly chat
vey.
room.
Wow.